got my money. You find my woman.
Be the light and unlock the door.
You help me out, Mama?
Up here, the street is like a drum. You hit it, everybody hears it.
Maybe you're lying.
That's what we something surprise.
Lady, you have left quite a string of bodies over New York City. New York City is a 24-hour town, but most people work from 9 to 5. As a private investigator, I don't keep regular hours, and Velda was constantly reminding me that the bills were mounting up. But I didn't mind. I was looking forward to shutting the office early and spending a romantic evening with a beautiful doll I'd met in Poughkeepsie. She had one of those bodies that made a grown man cry, and I bought a couple of new handkerchiefs just for the occasion. What's that?
The afternoon mail. 3 phone bills. Your dentist wants to be paid. A flyer from your bookie. And a new prospectus.
Prospectus for what?
Manhattan Mansions. It's going up, and I quote, along the magnificent Hudson estuary.
What do they want with me?
To invest.
Oh, yeah? How much?
$10,000 a share.
Is that all? I'll take 25. Put it on my credit card.
You don't have a credit card, Mike. You don't even have any credit.
Where are you going?
Home. And you?
I'm waiting for a call.
Well, she better hurry. They're going to turn off the phone in the morning.
My camera. Well, hello. I don't care. What do you say? I'll take your pick. Chinese, Italian. We could even skip dinner. Yeah, I'll pick you up at 8.
Mike Hammer?
Yeah.
I want to hire you.
Want to hire me? What for?
I want you to find my woman. Bess Urban's her name. I done traveled 800 miles, so I expect I won't be taking no for an answer. All right. Here's down payment money. How soon you start?
Look, what's your name?
Malachi Ezekiel George Washington J. Crown. But Bubba will do just fine.
Okay, Bubba. The office is closed for the night, and I usually don't take a case until I know more about the client.
Last time she wrote, she said she was singing at a place called Dixie Wells.
Dixie Wells? Yeah, I know that. Rough joint. On 137th Street in Harlem.
Where's Harlem?
Uptown.
Uptown. That'd be towards the North Star. One of them rivers on my left.
When did you get this?
8 years ago.
You haven't seen her since?
Been out of town. On business.
Look, Bubba, it's highly unlikely that she'd still be at Dixie Wells after 8 years.
I know that, but it's a place to start. gotta find her.
How'd you lose track of her?
Things change.
She stopped writing you?
Yeah.
Why?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need you.
It had been a few years since I'd been uptown, and things had changed. Glamorous days at the Cotton Club and the Apollo had given way to different kinds of attractions.
Hey, Ma, come on. Oh, do it, man.
I thought you said Bess was a singer.
That's what she told me.
You know where I can find Dixie Wells?
Man asked you a question. Expect you ought to answer.
You talking to me?
Dixie Wells. Where can I find it?
Might try a shovel. Been under 6 feet of dirt 5 years now.
You listen fast, funny man. I ain't laughing, and my friend ain't laughing. Now, Dixie Wells.
Dixie Wells dead, man. New owner took over.
You remember a singer from the old days named Bess Irvin?
Peaches over there. She been here a while.
Where?
Set her up for one and give me another one.
I use the hotel on Lenox Avenue, $50 an hour, no whips or chains, and I only do one customer at a time. Make me an offer.
You know of Bess Irvin?
Bess used to be a singer in here.
We ain't had a singer in here in 10 years.
This woman, Bess Irvin, she means a lot to me. Now, this is the last place that she said that she worked. Anything that you could tell us would help. We got nowhere else to turn.
I'm a little hard of hearing.
Well, maybe this will clear it up.
I hear you now. There's a lady that used to be Dixie Wells' woman. Name's Hot Mama Vibes. She remembers everybody from the old days.
Where do we find her?
She works as a hostess at the Three Deuces. 125th Street, down from the Apollo.
Thanks, Bridget.
You get lonely, you come back and see me here.
I'll make a note.
Teacher still works to a time clock, and I didn't punch your car for the day. Now, who's gonna pay?
Now, nice and easy, brothers. Me and my brother here just want to make a nice brotherly departure, okay?
She's out there somewhere, Mike.
Bubba, what were you doing for the last 8 years?
Out of town. I told you that.
Come on, man, you can talk to me. Tell me the rest.
Federal prison, Atlanta.
What happened?
Armored car.
Just you?
Some got caught. Some got away.
Who got away?
Partner.
What's his name?
Betty John. John Boy Betty John.
Who got the money?
Nobody. Not 1 cent. Things just went bad, man.
But Bess went with you, right? Or did you go with John Boy Betty John? He took her when he got out, didn't he? You're looking for him too, aren't you? Maybe you owe him something.
I don't give a damn about him. It's Bess that I care about. I want to find her. Look, I better go. They pulled me in. I got big road problems. I can't go back to the joint again. Now, you got my money? You find my woman.
Hey, wait a minute. How do I find you?
You don't.
I had half a mind to dump this big bozo, but the truth was I kind of liked him. So I decided to drop in on Mama Vibes. Besides, I was curious as to what kind of woman Bess Irvin could be to keep this guy on the hook for 8 years.
Not bad, Mr. Hammer, not bad. I'm Hot Mama Vibes.
Mama.
Surprised that I know you?
You might say that.
Up here, the street is like a drum. You hit it, everybody hears it. Anybody looking for Bess Irvin makes the drum louder. Know what I mean?
Could be. Can you help me out, Mama?
Am I drinking with you?
Sure, why not? Name it.
Pinky, double bourbon and tonic on Mr. Hammer.
You know where I can find her, Mama?
No, lost track. You a friend? Something?
I'm a private investigator. A client hired me to find her.
Well, one thing's sure. People used to look at Bess. She had that attracting ability, you might say. Very ambitious. Had a great voice, among other things. Come with me. This is my museum. Show business. When Harlem was at its best. I knew them all. Count. Cab. Satchmo. This is Bess Irvin.
Oh, she's pretty.
Hey, what are you doing around so early?
Checking on things.
Oh, Digger Love, meet Mike Hammer, private investigator.
Digger?
Digger's in the music business.
So, what do you investigate?
Bess Irvin.
Ooh, haven't seen her in years.
That's what I told him. Lost track.
Mama, would you mind if I held on to this picture for a while? I'll make a copy and send it back to you.
Sure thing.
Thanks. Hey, Mickey, buy the lady another drink. And keep the change. What's all this?
Well, we haven't been investing our money wisely.
We haven't got any money.
Well, there's an interesting debenture bond issue coming out on Endicott Industries.
Oh, where'd you learn that? Up until yesterday, you thought debentures were false teeth.
He turned out to be a junior broker.
Huh? Must have been a romantic evening.
Well, you can't have everything. Money's fun, too. Oh, there's a Mr. Love to see you. Digger Love. He said he met you last night.
Yeah, thanks.
Ain't never been in no private eye's office before.
It's a thrill a minute, pal. How can I help you, Digger?
Hey, might be you got that backwards, brother. Might be I can help you.
Really? How?
Bess Irvin.
You know where I can find her?
Sure do.
You didn't last night.
It didn't come to me then. See, Bess is one of the best backup singers in the music business. Oh, yeah. We just happened to be doing some new stuff in the studio this week, and that's when I put it together. Bess. And you looking for her.
You come up with anything?
Sure, you're right. I put my people on it. They found her on 145th Street.
Digger, why are you being so helpful?
Oh, man, come on. I hate to see old friends doing bad. Talent like that going sour. I don't know. Maybe I can Maybe I can help her get a gig or something. But she won't come on the street till she talks to you. She knows Bubba's in town.
How does she know Bubba's in town?
Come on, man. Now you stroll into Dixie's place looking for Bess. I mean, a black man, white man, both wearing suits. Then you proceed to bust up Dixie Wells' joint. Hospitalizes 4 of the meanest dudes on the East Coast. That's news, brother, don't you think? Man, somebody gonna know who you is.
So why didn't you bring Bess to the office? Or call?
Look, man, now all I know is she's scared of your friend Bubba. Okay? I mean, that dude is a burning box of dynamite, man. Pretty soon, kaboom.
Digger, when do I see Bess?
How about this afternoon? I'll pick you up outside, say, 2-ish.
Is that her?
Might be.
Excuse me.
Are you all right? Are you all right?
Theater here on A&E.
Digger Love had set me up at the Harlem Bridge, but he was the one who took the fall. Now he was dead. I had a dent in my head. And who was the lady? The lady in red.
My, we do get around. What were you doing on the 145th Street Bridge?
Somebody told me the catfish were jumping.
Man's dead, Mike. I want it personal.
A client hired me to find a lady. And this guy, Digger Love, comes around and he says he can locate her. That's when things went sour.
Sour? Man's dead, you get conked on the head, and that's all you're going to tell me?
That's all I know.
Well, if it isn't the Grim Reaper's apprentice, when he goes, you go.
Yes, and you better stay out of our way.
What do you know about the dead man, Hammer?
Not much, except that he's dead.
Oh, you didn't know Albert Digger Love had an alias, John Boy Betty John? And you didn't know he had a record a mile long, everything from pimping to extortion and armored car robbery, including a stint in federal prison?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, and I suppose you also didn't know he gets his rent money from Gold Dust.
Gold Dust?
Yeah, Gold Dust Records. Don't play dumb with me. Are you trying to squeeze me, Hammer? Forget it. You're not getting anything out of me.
Is he still seeing that shrink?
So who's your client, Mike?
Name is Bubba Crown. Spent the last 8 years in the slammer. He got out, he came to see me, wanted me to help him find his girlfriend.
Where does Digger Love come in?
Out of left field. He said he knew where Bubba's lady was. You know anything about this guy, Digger Love, or Gold Dust Records?
Not much. He owns a big piece of the action. Not a lot, but enough to keep him straight.
How big's the company?
Oh, they're monsters. You ever heard of Sweet Billy Marvel?
Oh, yeah. He's a singer, isn't he?
Oh, Mike, he's more than a singer. He's the greatest. He's got 3-4 hit tunes in the top 40. Did you ever hear this tune, Love Sick Child?
No. Can you hum a few bars?
Lately, I've been dreaming about you. It's nothing new. I dream about you all the time.
Velda landed Sweet Billy Marvel's address from Celebrity Service, so I went to pick up my car and head for the New Jersey shoreline.
Let's talk.
What is this, your office?
Straight talk.
All right, let's start with Digger Love.
That's my question.
He's dead, Bubba.
I heard.
You know, for a man who's not from this neck of the woods, you sure seem to know your way around.
Done a lot of rabbit hunting. City ain't no different than the woods.
Yeah? There are fewer trees and more rats. All right, let's get to the facts. You were sent up the river on an armored car robbery charge. Digger Love had a record, too, for armored car robbery, among other things. Back in the old days, he was known as John Boy Betty John. The same John Boy that took Bess with him. You get my drift, pal? Digger Love and John Boy Betty John are one and the same person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah? I think you did.
I never laid eyes on Digger Love. How was I supposed to know him and John Boy was the same?
Maybe you killed him, Bubba.
What? A man like that had a lot of enemies. Anybody could have done it. But I tell you one thing. If I had done it, nobody would have been able to find the body. I didn't kill him.
Maybe. And maybe you're lying. Maybe you're not lying.
What'd you do that for?
Mutual trust. You ever heard of Sweet Billy Marvel?
Yeah, blues singer. I used to listen to him when I was in the slammer. Why?
Just wondering. What's the matter?
Sirens make me jumpy. Well, at least they wasn't looking for me. You got $10? Put it on my account.
Sweet Billy Marvel lived in high style, and the record charts weren't the only thing he could hit. Good shooting.
You must be Mr. Hammer.
Yes, I am.
My wife, Delia.
Hello?
Hello, spoke to you on the phone. Pleased to meet you.
Pleasure's mine. You're a fantastic shot.
For a blind man, you mean? God didn't give me the gift of sight, but he gave me the great gift of hearing.
He rarely misses a target.
I noticed.
Can I get you something?
No, thanks.
Have a seat, Mr. Hammer.
I understand you own a company called Gold Dust Records.
Well, my husband and I are the majority stockholders, along with our operations manager, Reuben Washington.
Oh. Have you ever heard of a man named Digger Love?
Digger Love? No, I don't know him. Do you know him, dear?
Love? Digger Love? No, I've never heard of him.
I was told he owned part of your company.
Could be. It's impossible to know all the general stockholders.
Well, what's your interest in him, Mr. Hammer?
He died yesterday.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
How'd he die?
Somebody stabbed him in the throat.
The world's getting to be more and more a dangerous place.
That's true. You seem to be pretty safe up here, though.
I do okay, as long as I stay off of that expressway.
Miss Marvel, have you ever seen this woman?
Is she someone I should know?
Could be. She's a singer, or she was at one time. I'm looking for her.
No, I've never seen her.
I'm sorry we couldn't have been more help to you, Mr. Hammer.
That's okay. You've both been very helpful.
May I show you out?
No, I'll find my own way. Thanks for the demonstration.
That's quite all right, Mr. Hammer.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Sweet Billy and his wife didn't seem to know much about Bess Irvin, so I made an appointment to see Reuben Washington.
Terribly sorry, Mr. Hammer, that you had to wait so long.
Oh, that's okay. I was just reading an article on the Sex Pistols. I had no idea they were still around.
Well, Mr. Washington is preparing for an important recording session with Mr. Marvel, but he does have a moment.
Hey.
Would you like to come this way?
All right, she can take a message, okay? All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Right, and here, Mr. Hammer, Mr. Washington, Mr. Hammer.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something, Hammer. I don't know anything about Digger Love's death. Got it? I run a legit business. I pay my bills, and I try to stay out of jail.
Why are you so nervous, pal?
You're damn right I'm nervous. When my business partner, Billy Marvel, tells me a private investigator's trying to plant a body on our doorstep, I get very nervous.
Billy Marvel's your partner.
That's what I said. Look, man, I'm giving it to you straight. We're doing real well. We got 4 records on the charts. I don't want any trouble.
Why would you have any trouble?
Because I got a prison record, okay? Running numbers. Nobody knows that.
Why are you telling me?
Because you and that mountain man you're running around with are going to blow the cover off some things.
You want to save your own hide?
Look, Digger Love gave me the money to start Gold Dust Records. A loan, which I paid back. He had this girl working for him, Bess Irwin. Me and Bess got along real good, you know what I mean? Until Billy Marvel came along and I signed him to a record contract. Then what do you think happened?
Bess fell for Billy.
With his money. She stayed with him long enough to separate him from about $100,000, then she split. Lucky for Billy, Delia came along and he married her.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. Gold Dust Records was started by a numbers runner, a pimp, and a prostitute. Interesting story. Well, Mr. Washington, I had no idea that this was going to end up being a confession.
The story is there's nothing more to confess. My involvement with Billy is clean, and I'd appreciate it if you told that to your friends at the precinct.
What did Billy know about Bess?
You mean about her being a high-class hooker? Nothing. You think I'm going to tell my #1 recording star something like that? Look, that's all I know about Digger Love, and I sure don't know where Bess is.
Washington, stage 3, please.
I gotta go. You can show yourself out.
Reuben Washington hung around with some interesting company. What was his connection to the woman I saw on the bridge, the lady in red? I had to find out.
Contact us at our website.
Okay, come on, people. Settle, please. All right.
Who are you?
I'm with Mr. Washington.
I'll show you to your seat.
Sweet Billy Marvel, Love Is Here Tonight, 3-camera video.
Mark. See camera, Mark.
Playback.
Yesterday
come on. More. Come on. Cross. Okay, sorry. Lunch 1 hour, please. Okay, lunch, people. Ladies, check the gallons.
Beautiful. That was beautiful. Really? We're going for the gold on that one. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
After lunch, we'll get some close-ups. We'll get some more shots of the girls. Could you get that, please, after lunch? We'll get some shots of the girls. It's beautiful.
Look, pal, I'd like to see Mr. Washington.
Wait in the reception room.
Thanks.
Be back here, Gary. Yeah. Come on, let's go.
What do you want?
You're Bess Irvin.
What are you talking about?
Mike! What are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? That's her. Who? Bess! Are you crazy? That's not Bess. Who is this? Well, I don't know. What are you asking me for?
Say something to like it.
You better get out of here. Hey, look, you got my money. You find my woman.
What do you think you're doing?
It's a big deal. I just tripped.
Who was that guy with you?
I never saw him before in my life.
Theater here on A&E.
You sure do get around, pal. What was that all about?
I told you you'd only get mad and start yelling at me, then I get mad and start yelling at you, so let's just avoid all that.
Yeah, well, I'll take my chances. Why were you harassing this lady?
I was not hassling her. I just wanted to talk to her, but it turned out to be somebody else. By the way, who is she?
Joanna Wilson. Does some recording, sings in clubs.
Hey, mister, can you...
Hot Mama Vibes had given me the wrong picture and said it was Bess. I needed to know why. Unfortunately, somebody had gotten there before me, and Mama Vibes had gone from hot to cold. The gods were angry, and so was I.
Hey, lady, can you give me...
I made my way back to Goldust Records. I bribed a security guard to let me in. Something told me that Reuben Washington could be the next to go. And I was right. Do you know what happened? What were you doing on the bridge? I know it was you. What were you doing there?
Mrs. Marvel.
She sent you. Why?
She paid me just to be there. I don't know why.
You ran away from me on the bridge, but then you came back, didn't you?
I was afraid that something was wrong, so I went back. I saw somebody hit you and then run away.
Who was it?
I don't know. I saw you move. I thought you were okay.
All right, better call the police.
What do I tell them?
Tell them Reuben Washington just pressed his last record. If Delia Marvel had hired the lady in red, then I had a good idea where to find Bess.
Bubba, what are you doing here? Wait, let me guess. Well, you mentioned Sweet Billy Marvel. That's Goldust Records. So here I am. Any luck?
Yeah, I think I know where Bess is.
What are we waiting for? Let's go. Mike, that robbery that me, Bess, and John Boy pulled off, that was a murder. Security guard. Witnesses say they didn't see me kill nobody, and I didn't tell the judge who did. I was doing 10 to 20. Got off an 8 for good behavior. I just thought you ought to know that.
Thanks.
Any questions and don't make any noise.
I'll stay here till I hear from you. Don't make it too long.
Hello, Bess. Mind time for a nightcap?
Sherry has a way of arousing the sleep birds. Care for a glass?
No, thanks. I never drink on the job. You know, I spent a lot of time looking for Bess Irvin. I should have known she was right here under my nose, living as Delia Marble.
So what took you so long?
A lady named Mama Vibe sent me after the wrong songbird.
And what's your version of the story?
Lady, you have left quite a string of bodies over New York City these past few days.
Well, my dear, dear, darling husband will swear on a stack of Bibles that I've been in this house all week long. I am a housewife, Mr. Hammer. As you can see.
I wonder what he'll say when he finds out his wife is an ex-hooker with 4 murders to her credit. Almost 5 if the blow to the back of my head had been a little more on target. You want me to talk to him now? Or you want to hear the rest of the story?
I like your style, Mr. Hammer.
About 9 years ago, there was a robbery in Augusta, Georgia. But the robbery went sour. You killed a security guard. Your boyfriend, Bubba, took the rap and went to prison. Then you left town with John Boy Betty John, alias Digger Love. Digger brought you to New York and became your pimp. And through him, you met Reuben Washington, a small-time numbers runner with big-time ideas. And through him, you met sweet Billy Marble, who fell blindly in love with you. But Billy couldn't know about your past. So you let Reuben and Digger into the company to become investors, to keep them very rich and very quiet.
That's ancient history, Mr. Hammer. My husband found out about all of that long time ago and forgave me for it.
I don't think so. As soon as you heard Bubba was in town, you moved very fast to take Digger Love out of the picture. But then when I moved in on Reuben Washington, you punched out his number along with Mama Vibes. You killed them all in order to continue living in your ivory tower as Delia Marble.
And how do you prove that?
The lady in red, your husband's secretary. She can tell us plenty because she was on the bridge day Digger was killed.
My husband has a 5-acre estate in the Caribbean. We could go down there sometimes, just you and me. Oh, I find you so handsome and attractive. My husband's worth millions. Just name your price.
I don't know if you can afford it, sweetheart. 20 to life.
Bess. Baby, it's me, Bubba. Oh, look at you. You're as pretty as ever. Come on, baby, get your things. We're getting out of here.
It's no good, Bubba. She killed Digger and Reuben. She's not going anywhere.
What? Are you crazy? I've robbed and stole for this woman. I paced a jail cell for 8 years. Do you think I'm going to let you stop me? Come on, baby. You coming with me.
Look at you. You think I want to spend the rest of my life with you on some chicken farm in Georgia? It's bad enough I gotta live with this blind man clawing on me in the dark, crying like a crippled dog. But look at this. Look at this. Look what I got. Luxury. A swimming pool, 15 acres, a Rolls Royce, and a Mercedes, and they belong to me. Do you think I'm gonna let you ruin that? I am respectable, and I am rich, and nobody is gonna take that away from me.
You've already got 4 bodies hanging over your head, sweetheart. Why complicate your life?
Nobody knows that but the two of you, and in a minute you're gonna be a memory. Bye, Bubba.
Easy, Billy.
I loved her. I didn't know what she'd done.
She'd have done it again if you hadn't pulled the trigger. Come on, sit down.
To see her just one more time.
Listen, you better get out of here. I gotta call the cops. And an ambulance for her.
I know. I'll be gone by the time they get here. She's still the prettiest woman I've ever seen. What do you think's going to happen to Bess?
Well, if she makes it out of the hospital, she's still got a murder rap hanging over her head. Not just one.
Wish there was some way I could help her. I mean, isn't there something I could do?
I don't know, Bubba. Some things you just can't change. Best thing is to try and forget them.
May I have your attention, please? All passengers for New Orleans now boarding.
Well, guess I'll get on back to where I belong. Since I've never been here.
Bubba! Where do I find you? You don't. I'll find you.
Big Bubba was gone, and the headlines were full of the tragedy that had befallen Sweet Billy Marvel. But he was going to be all right. He was acquitted by the jury, and his next record, Unfaithful Woman, put him right back in the top 10.
Tonight, biography ends Mad Men at War Week with the master of deception who boosted the image of the Nazis' Third Reich, Joseph Goebbels, at 8 Eastern, 9 Pacific. And now, Remington Steele, Jack the Ripper? Could it be? Next on A&E.